All right, welcome back to Ron's Garage. Yep, this is a mess, but it's an organized mess. Every one of them's labeled. Yep, I'm doing wiring. I got the oil pan back on. I got the starter back on. I just did that. Just finished that. What a pain in the butt that is on laying on your back. But I've got quite a bit of wiring done. I have both the headlights wired. I have both the front turn signals, running lights wired to here, not wired inside. That's what all this mess is. This is all these wires that I'm now going to pass through the firewall somewhere and install them. I've got a floor mount dimmer switch I've got to put in. I've got some switches I got to put in for the headlights and parking lights, and all the turn signal stuff is still in the column works. I'll check one more time to see if my quote-unquote LED turn signal flasher works without going into hyperdrive. And then if not, I'll wire up my little resistors. I went and looked, and every turn signal flasher in the auto parts stores, they all say the same thing: LED, trailer towing. So I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't work, but it doesn't work. It flashes really, really fast. But maybe once I get it all wired up, it'll do normal. If not, all of the resistor bank is mounted already, so if I don't need it, it'll just stay there. If I do need it, it's there. So I have to run one more wire. When I change the starter, this little, I think it's 14 gauge wire was going down to the starter. I didn't like that, so I put 12 going down to the starter. I still got to run this over to there so I can run it through to the key. This goes, you know, the fan is all hooked up. It's even hooked up to the switch, and that does work. I've tested that. The horns are hooked up. The brake light switch is hooked up. I've got the tack wire and ignition wire run inside the car from the distributor. I don't think you can see that from there, but they're there. This is all just sitting here. This is just loom. It was a convenient place to put it for now. So I've got a lot of wires to put in looms, but like this won't all fit in one of these 1/2 inch ones, so I'll probably have to run 2, maybe 3 for all of this. We'll see. That's a lot of wires. That's just lights. So I didn't want to ground anything to the car. I want to bring all the grounds back to the fuse box. I know it's a waste of wire, and some people say it's unnecessary. Some people don't like it, but I like it. I want all my wiring in one place. I've chased body grounds before, especially in the Northeast. It just takes a little bit of corrosion in the wrong place, and now something doesn't work, and good luck finding it. So I'm keeping all the grounds wired. I will ground the engine to the frame, which that already is, and engine to the or frame to the engine to the body, that already is. So I'm gonna run my ground wire through that like I got the hot through that thing right there. So I'll run a ground from the battery up to that. While I was under the car, I got to put the wheel back on it and put it back on the ground. But while I was under there, I shook the steering box a little bit. And it's bad. It's got a lot of slop in it. You can't see it through here, but it's there, and it's just got a lot of slop in it. I got to figure out something to do. Somebody suggested a Mustang 2 suspension and steering. But man, what a butt ton of work. I saw Rocker Pat do this on his 58, and that took him some figuring and a lot of work. My cross member is way up front under the water pump. There is no cross member back here where motor mounts normally go. That just bolts in. That's a bonus, but still, I'd have to get the new cross member, the new suspension, A-arms, you know, springs, shocks, everything. Probably a $3,000 to $4,000 bill, if that cheap, to do that. Then I'd have rack and pinion steering, which yay, but you know, I may try to buy a Vega box. Get rebuilt Vega boxes for about $100 in some places. And the only problem with that is I got to find one that has the right spline on it. The boxes I have, the Pitman arm spline is 1" 36. The only reason I need that is the Pitman arms. I don't know if I showed you guys this before, but the Pitman arms have two places they go onto the box here, but then here there's a tie rod on each side. One goes driver's side, one goes passenger side. And without changing the front suspension, that would be a pain to try to get both of those tie rods into one Pitman arm if it didn't have that. Now, maybe I could cut the end off the Pitman arm. This bolts together. I maybe could get that apart. Get one, well, the one that's on the car probably, and you know, bolt this to a new Pitman arm. I don't know. I don't know the geometry. It's possible, I guess, but we'll see. First things first, I'll probably just get a Vega box. I know this car is old, but it's really not that heavy. So then will come the issue of the headers. Will they still clear, even though I've clearanced them, quote unquote, where the new box mounts? I don't know. If not, I may have to jump into something that I was thinking about but didn't want to do it right away, and that's run fender well headers, which extend out into the fender well, and I don't have inner fender wells anyway. And then they run back, and you put like a side pipe muffler on there, which would look cool, and it would probably sound cool, and it would be cool, and it would get the headers out of the way of everything. But that's another $500. So I don't know what I want to do. I guess I'm going to drive this car before it snows, one way or the other, even with that messed up steering box. You know, even if I just go around the block, I'm going to drive this car before it snows. And then over the winter, if I can heat this garage enough, I'll figure out how to mount a steering box in here. So anyway, that's that. It's Saturday afternoon. It's a bright, sunshiny day. It's a really nice day. It's 9/11, so thinking quite a bit about that today, and trying not to think a lot about that because it still makes me really, really angry, but it is what it is. So, all right, as you can see, I'm still a mess. Every time I come over to clean something up, I say, oh, I'm using that right now. Let me put, oh shoot, I'm using that right now. Let me put these relays, well, I might need that relay because I'm wiring now. Every time I go to put stuff away, I figure, well, I'm using it right now. So anyway, that's a good update for now. I may or may not get over here tomorrow, and I don't know if I want to wire up all the back stuff and bring it forward and then just work on tying everything in, or if I just want to tie in the front and do some testing on that and then tie in the back. run and tie in the back. So we'll see. I'll decide when I have to decide. But for now, that's about it. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like. Don't if you don't wanna. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.